Last night I made this chord progression and it was so complex and crazy that I had to go to sleep and then wake up today to see if it was good or not, and it is. I don't know how to get into this one and explain any of the chords because I can't, because it's fucking enormous. So just hear it out. It sounds so cool. I'm so glad that I woke up and I'm like, oh yeah, this still sounds good. So we're gonna turn this into a fire beat. I was just finding harmonies, so a lot of them I'm just using the same note across most of it. This first chord is just loads of G's. This is one of those progressions where I was just sat here for an hour just clicking random things and just trying something different. And yeah, it's come out cool. So let's get a bass line down on it. If we highlight both of these and then have it on focus mode, we can just see where these notes are and just start filling in all of the root notes and stuff. Then we'll throw that little note in there. And then it's just these ones as well. Bring these in. It's funny, when I made this chords / melody thing last night, I knew this was going to be a special one. That I had to get a good night's sleep to then come back and be okay, now it's time to actually take it on. But let's just get some drums down on it too. We're obviously going to be using this snare on it. And let's just put this in the regular sort of bounce. And now kick, I feel on a beat like this, we got to have it jerk in a sort of way. We've got to make it give it some nice sort of bounce. Some hi-hats as well. And just with all of this stuff, don't quantize anything. Drag it a bit off the grid, pull the velocity down. I'm thinking this, and we can just repeat that bit. And yeah, that's it. We're just going to do that, just a regular nice sort of bounce. And yeah, as always, we do an addictive drums. My camera stopped working whilst I was doing this, which is really annoying. I ran a sample I had through Serum in the granular synth thing. I managed to make this sound. And then I also just put the A24 soundtrack on it, of course, because it's just so ambient and cool. And I feel it works well on a beat like this because we're just going for this weird sort of soundscape. And I think now I'm just going to try and find a few other samples to help texture up this thing. We got this. Just ambient, and in there it's just texturing up the song. To be honest, I think we should just add in a layer of noise as well. And then under atmosphere, yeah, we'll add a rain one. Just super quiet. If you haven't got headphones on, you're probably not going to hear this stuff. Okay, and then after this stuff, let's just write a whole new section for a chorus. Okay, when it comes to doing a chorus, I really like just doing a basic idea and working from that. The purpose of a chorus is it's got to be catchy. So we're just going to do ascending chords that's very easy to follow and to sing to. We're just lifting, it's a victorious, nice moment. But it can still sound a bit bland when you do something like that. So we're going to work on this idea. We're going to duplicate these up, bring in some top end. But then we're also just going to move some of these notes around, the fifth of this. We're just going to raise by an octave and do that. And they're already starting to sound a bit more interesting. But then this is where you can do a really cool idea. And when you've got notes that are all ascending, we can then do a counter to that with the melody, a top line note. So if we grab, so let's say we go from this B flat, and then we kind of have the same idea, but instead of going up, we go down, and then this could sound cool. See, now we're getting like a conflict of interest where it feels like it's ascending and descending at the same time. And yeah, this is like a fun idea I like doing for when I need like a super catchy moment. So typically it's like a good way to do like a chorus. Let's switch up some of the instrumentation here as well. And let's throw on some like xenology and put some strings down. And then let's also bring this bass over. Yeah, and then in this second section, we're gonna get this bit. Where we're just changing a bit at the beginning. Let's also bring in, like, let's make this bass sound cooler. And one way I like doing that, on xenology, there's something called moving strings, and I love creating basses out of this. And then we just like put an EQ on it and just shelf off all of this stuff at the top. And then to like give it that rumble, put on overdrive and then just target this area. Then I think this might actually have to come down right into this area. There, do you feel that? I hope you have headphones on. Then bring that one into... Yeah, that's just like a fun way where I get like a growling sort of bass. It's fun switching up a drum pattern in this sort of area. So I think we just take this kick out and then we like stutter the hi-hats a bit more here. Then the kick comes back in here. Okay, my camera's about to overheat. And to be honest, I feel like I look like I'm about to overheat. I need to get an aircon on. But yeah, this is like a weird little experimental sort of sounding beat I wanted to do after I wrote down this crazy ass bit of MIDI. And as always, thank you for watching and have a blessed day. The way this bass like interacts with this melody, with like the piano, very funky, sort of cool beat. Okay, chorus time. Maybe bring this bit down a bit. It's growling a bit too much. Damn. Okay, yeah, thanks for watching.